Five have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
Oof. That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are two guys that still are very reliable.
Charlotte calls timeout.
And Goran Dragic last season coming off the bench for the first time in his 8 years in the league really excelled in that six-man role.
He did. He's a guy who creates his own offense. He's also a guy who can organize the reserves and keep things flowing. All about finding ways to continue to flourish, and he did it.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And part of yet another great Kentucky recruiting class, Monk declared along with De'Aaron Fox, Bam Adebayo, 2 other 5-stars. I mean, talk about an NBA factory. That school is always competitive.
And Monk made second-team All-American in his only year with the Wildcats, looking unstoppable on many occasions.
I mean, he just overwhelmed college opponents with his athleticism. But you get to the NBA, you find out how many great athletes are in this league. That's when you have to retool aspects of your game, which is what Monk is in the process of doing.
Now here's Dragic. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Iguodala outside. Back to Dragic. The 3-ball. Offensive rebound. Dedmon passes to Adebayo. Iguodala kicks to Dragic. Goes back up. Again, the Heat good for 2.
Staying aggressive on the offensive boards. Dedmon's a tough guy to box out there.
Now, here's Monk. Tight defense on him. Lays it up and banks it in.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
Bounce pass, Dragic. Iguodala finds Dedmon. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Zeller. The Heat making a switch here. Nunn's checked in. 23 seconds left in the first. The shot's good on the assist by Iguodala.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Over in the corner, McDaniels. Here's Biyombo. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. The pass to Dragic. Over Graham. And so it's the Miami Heat controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And if you're like me and curious about Victor Oladipo's overall philosophy, listen to this.
I think the biggest thing is just the relentlessness. No matter what's going on, No matter how hard you want to do well or if you mess up, just keep going.
Hey, you know, Greg, I haven't ever heard anyone question his effort.
He came into the league as a raw athlete. Now he's a skilled assassin.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And quite a position here for the Heat to be in. What do you guys think?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
They came in looking to attack from the get-go, willing to be physical and setting the tone.
Zeller is out there with Hayward. Then there's P.J. Washington. Then there's Devontae Graham. And it's Monk in at the shooting guard. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. Monk, the pass to Hayward. Shot clock at 6. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Duncan Robinson. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Hornets. Bridges, he's checked in for Zeller. Rozier comes in for Monk. And Ball subbed in for Devontae Graham. Heat also with a sub. Butler, he's checked in for Goran Dragic. Here's Bridges, and it's blocked. And he keeps control of the ball. Ariza finds Robinson. No good on the three. Outside, Ball. Hits the three-point bomb. Ball's got his second bucket tonight.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
He goes up strong, but he is met with resistance. I think that surprised him a little bit.
No one near Rozier as he lets it fly. And another three for Charlotte.
Never shy about shooting the rock. We've seen Rozier go off in the playoffs before. He loves the limelight.
But they'll get another chance. Here's Nunn. That three off the mark. And here's Hayward. He'll bring it up for the Hornets. Only giving up 2 points this quarter.
This is the patience we talk about. Hayward waiting that extra half second, finds the open man.
Dedmon passes to Robinson. Back to Dedmon. Bridges with the steal. And again, Charlotte running the court in transition.
And they definitely have the edge in those fast break points.
They can't be afraid to keep pushing the basketball in transition because in a half-court set, they're struggling a little bit.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
And talk about playing small. Last year, Charlotte had Rozier and Devontae Graham on the floor together for much of the time. Both players right around 6'1". But you know what? They held their own.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Bam Adebayo comes in for Dwayne Dedmon. And it's Victor Oladipo in for Kendrick Nunn. Gets it to go. That one good from Adebayo. Adebayo's got 9.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by the Hornets.
And of course, Rozier played a fair amount of off guard before he came to Charlotte.
And Kevin, back in Boston, he learned how to move without the ball, where to spot up. And those may have been hard lessons early on, but the development paid off. Rozier's become a much more versatile talent.
Greg, maybe not the tallest big in the league, but Washington's reach is the great equalizer.
He stands only 6'7", but that 7'2" wingspan, it allows him to play big, snatch rebounds in traffic, and make contested shots in the paint. I think the young fella's got a bright future.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, we know that for years the NBA has thought about a postseason play-in tournament, get more teams and fans involved. Last year's pandemic stoppage basically necessitated its implementation. For the NBA, the disruption of business as usual enabled innovation and risk-taking. I don't want to be too hoity-toity, but it was Albert Einstein who once said, "In the midst of every crisis lies great opportunity." Guys, back to you.
You're right. Thank you, David. Back to Ball. Out to the wing. Here's Washington. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Outside Butler. Pass to Ariza. Adebayo shoots over Washington. And Adebayo gets it to go on the assist by Ariza.
More and more comfortable facing up and knocking down jumpers. Bam Adebayo's game continues to grow.
Charlotte calls timeout. Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I tell you, Kev, John's got a heart of gold, and anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having.
So a whole new group on the floor now for Charlotte. And then for Miami, Andre Iguodala is checked in for Ariza. Earl comes in for Duncan Robinson. And it's Dragic in for Oladipo. Bounce pass, Dragic. Butler from outside. Adebayo kicks to Dragic. That's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo. Adebayo's got his 8th assist here tonight.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
1:12 left now here in the second. And it's Graham missing.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
Dragic looking it over. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Oh, he's heating up here now in the second quarter. Watch out.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And that one falls for Dragic.
A rare bad trade by the San Antonio Spurs. Dragic was their second-round pick in 2008. They traded his rights to the Suns for a player who didn't even make the roster.
Monk dishes to Zeller. The Hornets have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6. And that one falls for Zeller. And so Zeller nails both of them. There's 45 seconds left in the first half. Graham against Dragic. Butler on the wing. Back to Dragic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Here's Monk. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
There's a quiet confidence that Monk seems to play with. You can see he just feels like nobody can guard him. Kid just plays with an edge.
Free throw drops for Monk. He's off on the second.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Shots good by Hero.
This is really what separates Tyler Hero as a player. The confidence and touch from deep.
It's stolen by Adebayo. And so it's the Miami Heat closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few. And a chance. Thanks, David, and we'll be back.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. The first half. Well, he spent a few years bouncing around, but Shaq, it seems like Jimmy Butler was just meant to play for the Miami Heat.
He once cussed out a coach for not holding him accountable. I like that.
Really?
Yes, that won't be a problem.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at Bam Adebayo in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
I have to credit them for their patience offensively. They understood the matchup, and they took the necessary time to exploit it.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. And for Miami, looking who they've got out there. Victor Oladipo is out there with Dragic. Then there's Jimmy Butler. Then it's Trevor Ariza. And it's Adebayo in at center. That one, no good. And Miami the other way now. 22 is their biggest lead. Dragic, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Boy, he's a player who battles for everything he gets. Dragic with the chance to tack on one more.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
Had a success rate from the line last year of about 78%.
And Hayward gets it to go.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Knocks it loose. Dragic kicks to Oladipo. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Hornets trail by 18. The 15-footer. Hayward can't hit.
You like that he's still attacking, but the results tonight just haven't been there. Only 1 for 4 in this half. Sometimes it's execution. Sometimes the shot just don't go down.
And the shot goes in.
Adept at maintaining his balance on the way up. Bridges, a strong player who can play through contact.
Dragic against Ball. Now here's Ariza. He's tightly guarded. Good work there as it goes.
A strong finisher around the rim. Ariza with the size to do some damage.
There's Ball with the three. Rebound by Butler. The Heat leading by 18. And it's the Heat on the break. Adebayo with the bucket.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. And the Heat call time here. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game. Because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant, and
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being.
Trying to get open is Adebayo. And Robinson gets it to go on the assist by Ariza. Ariza's got 3 assists tonight. And the foul on Victor Oladipo. That is his first foul of the game. The Hornets. Zeller, he's checked in for P.J. Washington. And it's McDaniels in for Gordon Hayward. And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile 1 block.
And that's what a team needs when they're trailing. Energy on D.
Bridges finds Rozier. And the shot is good. Rozier's got 11.
I love the fact that Bridges does a little bit of everything, including passing the ball.
Double team on Adebayo. Back to Oladipo. That's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo. Adebayo's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Passes to Zeller. There's Rozier. Oh, he touched it while it was in the cylinder. That's offensive basket interference. Some changes for Charlotte. Biyombo is checked in for Bridges. Monk comes in for Rozier. And Devontae Graham subbed in for Ball. Nunn, bounce pass. Oladipo, the pass to Ariza. Over Zeller. Offensive rebound Heat. Oladipo for 3. Adebayo kicks to Robinson. Pass to Adebayo. To the middle. They shoot again. It's blocked. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, it's a misnomer that in the era of three-point shooting, people don't want anyone to take mid-range shots. Many of the league's elite players still thrive there. Kawhi Leonard is one, and he explained how. He said it's hard to defend guys that shoot twos. Once you get to the playoffs, it becomes a half-court game. Teams won't allow you to take wide-open shots or threes. Guys, back to you.
DA, thank you.
Gotta love the initiative by Iggy there. Very skilled at getting the D, just to be a little too aggressive with him on his shots.
And some controversy last season. Andre Iguodala traded to the Grizzlies. We know he didn't report break, just stayed in the Bay Area until a trade could be worked out to Miami.
I'd call that a power move, Kevin, no doubt. Iguodala, a respected vet, wanted to play for a contender, and he got an extra year and $15 million in the deal.
Graham gets a wide open look. They grab their own miss. Here's Zeller. And the rejection by Iguodala.
And Iggy demonstrating his trademark defense yet again. Just a sensational shot blocker.
And so it's none with it. He brings it up for Miami. 22 is their biggest lead. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Explosive. Leaping ability allows him to play the 5, even though he's a little undersized.
There's 53 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Biyombo. And the dunk by Biyombo.
And how about Monk there scanning the floor for the open teammate? That's how you develop a trust from your teammates.
Here's Nunn. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. This is his first free throw of the game.
And a very steady season for him at the charity stripe last year. He was right at 85%.
P.J. Washington, he's checked in for Biyombo. The Heat also changing it up. Jimmy Butler comes in for Andre Iguodala. And Dwayne Dedmon subbed in for Robinson. Monk dishes to Graham. Zeller passes to Graham. From outside the arc. And it's Miami with the rebound. Dedmon's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. It's good.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And it's Graham missing and stolen by Zeller. That one goes. Count it.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
If you're defending Jimmy Butler, you got to hit him harder than that.
And so it's Miami cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We've got more in store for and a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. We've got Devontae Graham. Cody Zeller out there with Hayward. And there's Monk, and it's Washington in at the center position. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. Here is Hayward. The pass to Graham.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Here's Dragic from outside. Can't hit that one. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Miles Bridges, he's checked in for Charlotte. Ball comes in for Devontae Graham. Here's Washington. Top of the key ball. Unloads. Here's Bridges. And he gets the bucket. Bridges has got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Hornets.
You just can't teach that size. Bridges has the wingspan, those broad shoulders, just a tremendous rebounder for a wing.
Oh, that's blocked. Here's Rozier. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one is on Ariza. First one falls for him.
You know, and every year, it just seems like Rozier gets better. You see his drive, the hunger, the desire to keep improving.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's Dragic. Stolen by Washington. To the paint. Here's Bridges. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Bridges has got 4 this quarter.
Not only a jump shooter, Bridges also dependable at knowing how to get it done inside.
Dragic finds Butler. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Back to Dragic. Trying to get open is Adebayo. Miami no good on that time either.
His struggles from the field continue, yet they still hold the lead.
Now, here's Washington. He's guarded by Adebayo. Shot on the wing, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Now a timeout called by Miami.
Let's see if Coach can get them back on the right track.
Because right now it feels like the pace is being dictated to them. They need to go back to playing their brand of basketball.
Oladipo, he's checked in for Tyler Hero. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Eric Spoelstra coaching the team during the break. He said, this is where mistakes can kill us. This is where mistakes can turn this thing completely around. Protect the basketball and make the simple play. In other words, guys, no hero ball right now.
And this game has been so smooth for Rozier. He's finding his shots and really taking charge on the floor.
Oladipo with the bounce pass. From 8, trying to get open is Adebayo. Ariza no luck. Here's the Hornets with the ball. 11 unanswered points for him. And the basket by Rozier.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
And it has them in a great spot to take the lead. They love to get a few stops now at the other end.
He gets it in there.
Bam is cooking right now. Once he flips this switch, he's tough to slow down.
Feeds it to Hayward. And Hayward with the stuff.
And when you thought this fourth quarter was simply a formality, all of a sudden the offense picks up, and now we have a game.
Butler passes to Ariza. Oladipo outside. A deep three from Butler. Adebayo finds Butler. Dragic with a wide open look. No good with the triple.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Butler against Hayward. Hayward is doubled. And it's ball at the elbow. 6 on the shot clock. Bridges shot. Good.
Timeout. Really taking advantage of every scoring opportunity. They've somehow found a way to make this thing exciting.
Now a timeout called by Miami.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Bam Adebayo.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. Oladipo with the block.
You're not going to beat Oladipo with that. I mean, Victor plays hard on both sides of the ball.
The Heat leading by 7. Butler kicks to Adebayo. Wants to get it to Ariza and does. That's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo. Adebayo's got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him. Hayward against Butler. Now here's Hayward. He's covered closely. Good D by Ariza. And Oladipo, here we go. That one goes in. And now it's an 11-point Heat lead.
Just sheer determination. The contact was there, but Oladipo showing real toughness gutting through it.
Paul with a wide open look. Bangs home the trifecta.
This is the shot you want to get him. An open look from range.
Oladipo outside. To the inside. Stolen by Ball. And now Ball pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And there's the foul to try to stop the break, and that'll be a clear path to the basket. 2 free throws coming up, and they'll retain possession. He hits the first one, and that narrows the gap to 7. Ball hits them both.
The lead's not looking as comfortable after those free throws. Nice job.
.104 left to play in the final quarter. So Oladipo will bring it up for the Miami Heat. 22 is their biggest lead. Outside Butler launches a 3. And the rebound goes to the Hornets.
Every second counts now. They can't wait around.
And I don't think they will. The problem is they've waited too long to make a move.
Count that bucket.
Whenever games get close, Hayward is the guy they look for to score the rock. He takes this responsibility very seriously.
40 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And Robinson wide open. He shoots an absolute bomb from three-point range.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
And the Hornets call time here. They're behind by 7. 35 seconds left in the game. Hayward can hit. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Rozier with the steal.
Just too big a deficit to come back from at this point.
And you know, disappointment starts to set in a little bit. You fought all night, just wasn't meant to be.
Here's Adebayo. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist. And the Heat lead by 7.
For his career, Bam shooting a high percentage from the field because he typically takes good shots.
Charlotte calls timeout. They're trailing by 7. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. It's Martin on the wing, and that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Good on the first, and that trims the lead to 6. And both free throws good for Martin. And an intentional foul right there. And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second.
He's an offensive-minded guard with limitless scoring potential. I think Tyler Hero will be a household name soon enough.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. He drops the first one, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. Oh, hits them both. Timeout called, the Heat. They're in front by 3. 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game.
Gets the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
The combination of shooting and speed Oladipo provides this team is invaluable. And his hunger to keep getting better, also impressive.
There's the knockout blow. No chance of getting up off the canvas now.
And so it's Miami winning this one. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thank you.
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks.